Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever wondered how divine alignment works, how the universe conspires in perfect synchronicity to bring the right people into your life at the right time? Today we're diving into a profound truth. When God chooses someone for you, 5 undeniable signs begin to unfold. A divine connection is an extraordinary bond that transcends the physical and enters the realm of the spiritual. It is not something that can be forced, manipulated, or fabricated. It simply exists in a space that feels destined and purposeful. When you experience this type of connection, it's as though time itself pauses. You may feel an immediate recognition, as if you've known the person long before your paths physically crossed. This familiarity is not coincidental. It stems from a higher plan, a divine orchestration that surpasses human understanding. When God chooses someone for you, this connection often defies logic. It may come at a moment when you least expect it or when you feel entirely unprepared. Yet the bond is undeniable. There's a natural flow, an ease in your interactions, and a sense of belonging that feels almost magnetic. You can sense their presence even before they speak, and their energy resonates with your own. It's as if your souls were tuned to the same frequency, harmonizing in a way that no one else could replicate. This type of connection often carries a weight of purpose. You may not understand it fully at first, but there's an inherent knowing that this person has been placed in your life for a reason far greater than companionship. They may challenge you, support you, or mirror parts of yourself that you didn't even realize were there. The bond doesn't just comfort, it awakens. It calls you to step into a version of yourself that is more aligned with the divine plan for your life. It's not always a seamless experience. A divine connection can bring up emotions and truths that you've buried deep within. It may feel intense, even overwhelming at times, but this is because it's meant to transform you. These connections push you to grow, to heal, and to release old patterns that no longer serve your highest good. They have a way of stripping away facades, leaving only authenticity and rawness. You can't hide from this kind of connection, nor would you want to. It invites you to be fully seen and fully known. What's fascinating about a divine connection is how it aligns with the timing of your life. This person often enters when you are ready or nearly ready to receive them. Their presence acts as a catalyst for change, propelling you forward in ways you never imagined. It's not just about who they are to you, but also about who you become because of them. They unlock doors within you that you didn't even know were there, guiding you toward greater clarity and purpose. In a world where so many relationships are built on fleeting attractions or superficial qualities, a divine connection stands apart. It is rooted in something eternal, something sacred. This bond doesn't diminish over time, instead it deepens. Conversations feel meaningful, silences are comfortable, and shared moments carry a weight that lingers long after they've passed. You find yourself reflecting on the synchronicities that led to your meeting, marveling at how perfectly everything aligned to bring this person into your life. Even the challenges within a divine connection have a unique quality. They aren't about tearing each other down, but about building each other up. Disagreements, when they arise, are opportunities for understanding and growth rather than division. The connection holds steady because it is not based on ego, but on something far greater. It's as though the divine itself is the glue that binds you, ensuring that even in moments of difficulty, the bond remains unshaken. This connection doesn't require constant validation or effort to maintain. There is an inherent trust, a knowing that transcends words. You don't need to question it because your spirit confirms its authenticity. The peace that accompanies this bond is not ordinary. It is a peace that surpasses understanding, a reflection of divine love manifesting in your life through another person. When God chooses someone for you, this connection reminds you that His plans are always perfect. It shows you that love, in its purest form, is not something you chase, but something you receive when the timing and the alignment are right. A shared purpose in a relationship is one of the clearest signs of divine alignment. When God chooses someone for you, there's an unmistakable alignment in goals, values, and aspirations. It's not about surface-level compatibility, but a deeper synergy that pulls both of you toward a greater mission or calling. This connection transcends personal desires and focuses on something larger than either of you. It becomes a partnership that not only fulfills your individual needs, but also serves a divine purpose. When you encounter someone who shares your purpose, it feels like your paths were always meant to converge. You might find that your dreams and ambitions complement each other in ways that are both surprising and affirming. One person's strength might fill the gaps in the other's weaknesses, creating a balance that feels almost orchestrated. Together, you become a team that's capable of achieving more than you ever could alone. This sense of partnership isn't forced, it flows naturally, as though it was designed by something greater than yourselves. A shared purpose often begins with a mutual understanding of core values. These values become the foundation upon which the relationship is built. Whether it's faith, compassion, integrity, or a commitment to growth, both of you are deeply rooted in principles that guide your actions and decisions. This alignment creates a sense of stability and trust, as you both know that your choices are driven by the same higher standards. There's no need to constantly explain or justify your actions because you're already on the same wavelength. Beyond values, a shared purpose manifests in your goals and vision for the future. You may find that your dreams align in ways that feel almost prophetic. Perhaps you've always envisioned making a difference in a specific area, and this person's aspirations perfectly complement your own. It's not just about having similar interests, it's about moving in the same direction with the same intention. Together, you feel a sense of momentum, as though the universe itself is propelling you toward your shared destiny. This alignment often brings a sense of fulfillment that's hard to describe. It's not just about accomplishing external goals, but about the internal satisfaction of knowing you're living in harmony with God's plan. When you're working towards something meaningful with someone who shares your vision, even the challenges become opportunities. The obstacles you face don't feel like barriers, they feel like stepping stones. Together, you tackle these challenges with a sense of unity, knowing that they are part of the journey you're meant to take. A shared purpose also creates a sense of accountability within the relationship. Because you're both striving toward the same mission, you naturally hold each other to higher standards. This isn't about criticism or judgment, but about encouragement and support. You push each other to grow, to stay disciplined, and to remain focused on what truly matters. This mutual accountability strengthens the bond, as you both know that you can rely on each other to stay committed to the path you've chosen. The beauty of a shared purpose is that it extends beyond the two of you. It's not just about what you accomplish together, but about the impact you make on the world around you. Whether it's through acts of service, creating something meaningful, or inspiring others, your partnership becomes a force for good. You begin to see how your relationship fits into the larger tapestry of God's plan. And this realization brings a sense of gratitude and humility. You understand that your union is not just about personal happiness, but about fulfilling a higher calling. This shared purpose doesn't eliminate individuality, but enhances it. Each person brings unique gifts and talents to the relationship, and together, these qualities create something greater than the sum of their parts. You find joy in celebrating each other's strengths and supporting each other's growth. It's not about competing or comparing, but about collaborating in a way that honors both of your contributions. This synergy creates a dynamic that feels both empowering and freeing, as you each thrive in your own right while working toward a common goal. When God chooses someone for you, one of the most profound signs is the way they inspire your spiritual growth. This is not a relationship that simply satisfies your physical or emotional needs. It is one that challenges and nurtures your soul, drawing you closer to God and your true self. Such a connection is deeply transformative, often acting as a catalyst for a higher level of consciousness and a more profound relationship with the divine. This spiritual growth is not always immediate. It can start subtly, with moments of reflection and an undeniable sense of being seen and understood on a soul level. The person chosen for you may bring out aspects of your character and beliefs that you didn't even realize needed attention. They challenge you to look inward, to confront your fears, and to address the parts of yourself that you may have ignored. This process is not about criticism, but about encouragement. Their presence inspires you to become the best version of yourself, aligned with your higher purpose. One of the most remarkable aspects of this relationship is how it encourages you to deepen your faith. This person may not always be overtly spiritual themselves, but their role in your life pushes you to seek God in a way that you haven't before. They might prompt questions that lead you to explore your beliefs more deeply or offer perspectives that broaden your understanding of divine love and grace. Through them, you begin to see the hand of God more clearly, recognizing how He works through people and circumstances to guide you toward spiritual maturity. The journey of spiritual growth in such a relationship is not always easy. Growth, by its nature, requires discomfort and change. This person may inadvertently or intentionally bring to light the areas in your life that need healing or transformation. Their actions, words, or even their silence can serve as mirrors, reflecting back to you the lessons you need to learn. These moments can be challenging, but they are also profoundly rewarding. They help you shed old patterns and embrace a more authentic and spiritually aligned version of yourself. This growth is often reciprocal. As much as they inspire your spiritual development, you also play a role in theirs. Together, you create an environment where growth feels natural and necessary, where both of you feel safe to explore and expand your understanding of life and faith. This mutual growth fosters a sense of partnership that is deeply fulfilling, as you both recognize that your connection is part of a divine plan. It is not just about the two of you, but about how your growth impacts the world around you. A relationship that fosters spiritual growth also brings a sense of accountability. This person does not allow you to remain stagnant or complacent. They encourage you to seek God in all things and to remain aligned with your higher purpose. Whether through gentle reminders, thought-provoking conversations, or their own example, they push you to stay on the path of righteousness and truth. This accountability is not burdensome but empowering, as it reinforces your commitment to your faith and your spiritual journey. The changes you experience in such a relationship are not superficial. They touch the very core of who you are, influencing how you see yourself, others, and the world. You may find that your priorities shift with a greater emphasis on spiritual practices, acts of service, and a deeper connection to God. This growth extends beyond your personal relationship, affecting how you interact with everyone around you. You begin to radiate a sense of peace, love, and purpose that others can't help but notice. This person's role in your spiritual growth is a testament to the divine nature of your connection. They remind you that relationships are not just about companionship or mutual benefit, but about guiding each other toward your highest potential. Through their presence, you come to understand that true love is not just about what you feel, but about how it transforms you. When God chooses someone for you, there is an undeniable sense of peace that accompanies the relationship. This peace is not merely an absence of conflict or difficulty, but a deep, abiding sense of calm and assurance. It transcends logic and circumstances, acting as a quiet confirmation that you are where you are meant to be. This kind of peace can only come from a divine source, grounding you in the certainty that the connection is part of God's plan for your life. From the moment you encounter this person, there is an unmistakable ease in their presence. It feels as though your souls recognize each other, bypassing the usual barriers of fear, doubt, or hesitation. This sense of familiarity does not mean there are no challenges, but even in those moments, the peace remains. It is a profound reassurance that no matter what difficulties arise, you are united for a higher purpose and that God is guiding your journey together. This peace often manifests in the way conflicts are resolved. Every relationship faces challenges, but when someone is divinely chosen for you, disagreements do not escalate into division. Instead, they become opportunities for understanding, growth, and deeper connection. There is an underlying respect and willingness to listen, to see each other's perspectives, and to work through differences with love and patience. This ability to navigate conflict without losing the essence of peace is a hallmark of a God-ordained relationship. The peace you feel in such a connection extends beyond the relationship itself. It influences every aspect of your life, bringing clarity and focus to areas that may have previously felt chaotic or uncertain. Decisions that once seemed overwhelming become easier because you have someone by your side who shares your values and vision. Their presence serves as a stabilizing force, reminding you of God's faithfulness and the strength that comes from walking in alignment with His will. This peace also brings with it a profound sense of joy. It is not the fleeting happiness that comes from external circumstances, but a deep-rooted contentment that stems from knowing you are loved and supported in a way that honors your soul. This joy is not dependent on what is happening around you, but flows from the assurance that you are exactly where you need to be with the person you are meant to be with. It becomes a source of strength, enabling you to face life's challenges with grace and confidence. The sense of peace in this relationship also impacts how you view the future. There is no need to rush or force things because you trust in God's timing and plan. The relationship moves at a pace that feels natural and right, free from the pressure to meet societal expectations or conform to external standards. This patience allows you to fully embrace the journey, cherishing each moment and trusting that the path ahead will unfold as it should. Even in moments of uncertainty, the peace remains. Life is unpredictable and challenges are inevitable. But when someone is chosen by God for you, there is a constant sense of security. You know that whatever comes your way, you are not alone. This assurance creates a foundation of trust that strengthens the bond between you, allowing both of you to face the unknown with courage and faith. This peace is often accompanied by signs that reinforce its divine origin. These may come in the form of moments of synchronicity, answers to prayers, or a sense of alignment that defies explanation. These signs serve as reminders that the relationship is not a coincidence, but a deliberate part of God's plan. They reinforce your faith and deepen your gratitude for the connection you share. Ultimately, the peace you feel in this relationship reflects the nature of God Himself. It is a reminder that He is not a God of confusion or chaos, but of order and harmony. When He chooses someone for you, His presence is evident in the peace that surrounds you, guiding and sustaining your relationship through every season. When God chooses someone for you, their presence brings profound clarity and alignment in your life. It's as though the pieces of a long unsolved puzzle suddenly fall into place, revealing a picture you couldn't fully see before. This clarity is not just about recognizing the person's role in your life, but extends to understanding your own path, your purpose, and how you fit into God's larger plan. The connection feels intentional and divinely orchestrated, leaving no room for doubt about its significance. From the very beginning, this person's entry into your life is marked by an undeniable sense of rightness. Their actions, words, and even their mere presence seem to align with your values and the principles you hold dear. There's no need for pretense or overthinking because everything about them resonates with who you are and where you are heading. This alignment creates a foundation of authenticity, allowing the relationship to flourish in truth and mutual understanding. This clarity also brings with it a shift in how you view relationships. Past experiences, misunderstandings, or heartaches that once clouded your judgment begin to fade in importance. In their place, there is a renewed sense of hope and trust in God's plan. This person doesn't feel like a distraction or a detour, but rather a direct reflection of God's timing and purpose. They embody the qualities you prayed for, or perhaps didn't even realize you needed, reaffirming that God's choices are always better than our own. The alignment this person brings into your life often touches multiple areas, not just the relationship itself. They inspire you to pursue your goals with greater focus and determination, not by imposing their will, but by supporting and encouraging you in ways that feel natural and empowering. Their presence helps you prioritize what truly matters, shedding unnecessary burdens or distractions that once seemed overwhelming. It's as if their arrival signals a season of renewal, where everything in your life begins to fall into place. This sense of clarity often manifests as a deeper understanding of God's voice in your life. When you're with this person, decisions that once seemed complicated or uncertain become clearer. You find yourself more attuned to the Holy Spirit's guidance, recognizing His hand in your relationship and beyond. Their presence acts as a confirmation of what God has been speaking to your heart, reinforcing your faith and trust in His plan. This spiritual alignment creates a bond that is not only emotional but deeply rooted in your shared journey of faith. This clarity and alignment extend to how you interact with others as well. The relationship inspires you to be more intentional in your connections, valuing quality over quantity. You find yourself drawn to relationships and environments that reflect the peace and purpose this person brings into your life. Conversely, you may notice a natural distancing from individuals or situations that no longer serve your growth or align with your values. This realignment is not forced but flows naturally from the clarity this connection brings. Another remarkable aspect of this alignment is how it fosters growth in both of you. The relationship is not one-sided but mutual, where both individuals feel seen, understood, and supported. You challenge each other in healthy ways, encouraging personal development and spiritual maturity. This dynamic creates a space where growth feels safe and exciting, as both of you recognize the divine purpose behind your connection. The clarity this person brings also provides a sense of direction for the future. It's not that every detail becomes immediately obvious, but there is a shared vision that guides your journey together. You find comfort in knowing that you are walking a path that is not only meant for you, but also aligned with God's greater purpose. This shared sense of purpose strengthens your bond and gives you the confidence to face whatever challenges come your way. Even in moments of difficulty, the alignment remains evident. You may face external pressures or internal doubts, but the foundation of your relationship remains steady because it is rooted in God's will. This assurance gives you the courage to move forward, trusting that the clarity and alignment you've experienced are signs of His ongoing presence in your journey together. The relationship becomes a source of strength, reminding you that God's plans are always perfect, even when the path ahead is uncertain. When God chooses someone for you, the connection is marked by a profound sense of spiritual growth and transformation. It is not merely a relationship designed for comfort or companionship, but one that pushes you closer to God and the person you were created to be. This growth is both individual and collective, as the relationship becomes a catalyst for deeper self-awareness, faith, and alignment with God's purpose in your life. From the outset, their presence in your life challenges you to reflect on your own spiritual journey. They inspire you to examine the areas where you may have grown complacent or where your faith needs strengthening. This person doesn't force growth upon you, but creates a safe space where transformation happens naturally. Through their actions, words, and example, they encourage you to seek a closer relationship with God, not out of obligation, but from a genuine desire to grow in your faith. This spiritual growth often involves a heightened sense of accountability. The relationship encourages you to live with greater intention and integrity, not only for your own sake, but also to honor the connection you share. You begin to recognize the importance of aligning your thoughts, actions, and decisions with God's will. This accountability does not feel burdensome. Instead, it is freeing, as it helps you shed old habits or mindsets that no longer serve your growth. The person God chooses for you often acts as a mirror, reflecting both your strengths and the areas where you need to grow. Their presence brings to light aspects of yourself that you may have ignored or been unaware of. This reflection is not meant to diminish you, but to help you see yourself as God sees you, with honesty, love, and potential. In this way, the relationship becomes a tool for self-discovery, helping you embrace both your gifts and your opportunities for improvement. As you grow spiritually, you also find yourself drawn into a deeper connection with this person. The relationship is not just about shared experiences or emotions, but about shared faith and purpose. Together, you cultivate practices that strengthen your spiritual bond, whether through prayer, worship, or simply discussing your faith journeys. These moments deepen your understanding of each other and reinforce the divine nature of your connection. They remind you that your relationship is not just about the two of you, but is part of something much greater, a reflection of God's love and intention. This transformation is not limited to your personal or spiritual life. It extends to how you engage with the world around you. As you grow, you begin to see your relationship as a source of light and inspiration for others. Your bond becomes a testament to God's faithfulness and His ability to bring people together for His glory. You may find yourselves drawn to serve others in meaningful ways, using your relationship as a platform to demonstrate God's love and grace. This outward focus further strengthens your connection as you recognize the impact of your union beyond just the two of you. One of the most beautiful aspects of this growth is the realization that it is ongoing. The person God chooses for you does not complete you in the sense of filling a void, but complements your journey, encouraging continuous transformation. You come to understand that growth is not a destination, but a lifelong process, and the relationship becomes a source of constant motivation to keep moving forward. Together, you learn to celebrate progress while remaining humble and open to what God has in store for you next. This spiritual growth is also evident in how you navigate challenges, difficulties, and setbacks. Rather than pulling you apart, become opportunities to lean on God and each other. The relationship teaches you resilience and the importance of trusting in God's plan, even when the path ahead is unclear. These moments of challenge often bring the greatest growth, as they deepen your reliance on God and strengthen the bond you share. They remind you that growth is not always easy, but is always worth it when it is part of God's purpose.